And then, and I at that time just through stand-up met Steve Harvey. So it was one of those times where you start to recognize, like, all right, comedy could be a way out. Like, it started to grow. But, beforehand, you would just think you could never, because everybody was big time. You didn't know the low level people. You only knew the big names, and there was very few of them. So that didn't really seem like a true path to start.
You mentioned that you got your start in the late 80s, but you see the transition that a lot of the comedians made. You look at Richard Pryor being a comedian, and then he's huge.
Yes.
You see Eddie Murphy, comedian, he's huge.
Yes.
Obviously, Red Fox and some others. Did you think, hey, that could be my path?
Once it started to happen, like once I tried stand-up, and, the first time I ever did it, I got a standing ovation and won $500. So I what? And, that was the most money I made at one time, because I had jobs, I had corporate jobs and did well, but like somebody hand you a bunch of cash, like he was like, yo, like, and I started doing the math. Like, if I could do this 3 nights a week, I'll be killing my job.
So while you're selling insurance, or you're with State Farm.
Yeah.
Are you doing the comedian on the side?
Yeah, I was a claims adjuster, so I handled direct afterwards.
Okay.
And show up,
So you're the one that undersells it ain't worth that. If I give you,
exactly.
I give you $500 on a total cost.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but your peoples know. They be coming in trying to, this a classic, say it. No, that's a cutlass. That's it's a classic, maybe nowadays. That's an old cutlass family. I know you love it, but that's not. Can't give you all the money you're trying to get for that.
When you told your mom that you like, Mom, this corporate thing ain't for me. I'm about to become a comedian full time. What was her response?
That was a tough one, because my mother, again, she's from a small town, worked her way up through college, definitely believed in get you a job, corporate. That was the journey that everybody did at that time. If you weren't, like an athlete and, going to be in the NFL or the NBA, then, your best bet was to get a good, get a college degree, get a good corporate job, and work your way up. That was it. And I was on that path. I'm working with State Farm. I got like opportunity, suit and tie. I got a little corporate card. I got a company credit card. She like, those are the things that you want in life. And I was like, no, I don't. So I remember I told her I wanted to quit and, and do comedy. But I had a strategy. I was like, I'm not going to just quit. I want to try to work my way to, where it makes sense. But I definitely don't want to do this job.
Right. This is not my 30-year plan.
Yeah, this is not me. And she was like a little saddened by that, thinking that was a good plan. But I remember I told her a joke that I wrote. Now, I wish I could remember this joke exactly. But I just remember I told her a joke that I had written. And we stayed in the kitchen at my childhood house, and she laughed so hard she went to the ground. Okay. And that's my vivid memory of my mother getting